Hey guys, I just want to apologize. Last video, I said that I will see you next week, and I never did because I never posted a video. But that's because I forgot we were going in a Christmas break, and then we were. I guess we're not. We were. We don't have to do videos because we want to let you guys enjoy y'all's break. And Happy New Year. I just wanted to say that it is a new year, and hopefully new things can grow and new things can arise and better things than 2020 did. So we're here again. This is the Ordinary Sunday, and it's January 17th, and the second Sunday in Ordinary Time. So of course we're gonna how we've always done it, and you've heard it say to you 1,000 times that the gospel is the biggest thing we can get, and it's one of the things we can get a lesson out of. But today I wanted to focus on the first reading, and that's from Samuel. And this is the time when the Lord calls to Samuel. And a little bit of background. Right now, Samuel's a little boy. I think he's about 11 years old. He's right now ministering to the Lord under Eli. So he at 11, he's already talking about the Lord under a great teacher, and that was Eli. So, of course, we're going to read it, break it down, and see the biggest thing we can get from the first reading. So, the lamp of God had not yet gone out, and Samuel was lying down within the temple of the Lord where the ark of God was. Then the Lord called, "Samuel, Samuel." And he said, "Here I am," and ran to Eli, and he said, "Here I am, for you called me." But he said, "I did not call. Lie down again." So he went and lay down. And the Lord called again, "Samuel." And Samuel rose and went to Eli and said, "Here I am, for you called me." But he said, "I did not call, my son. Lie down again." Now Samuel did not know the Lord, and the word of the Lord had not yet been revealed to him. And the Lord called Samuel again the third time, and he arose and went to Eli, and said, "Here I am, for you called me." And Eli perceived that the Lord was calling the boy. Therefore Eli said to Samuel, "Go lie down, and if he calls you, you shall say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant hears.'" So Samuel went and lay down in his place. Samuel lay until and Samuel grew, and the Lord was with him, and let none of his words fall to the ground. So the reading is, we'll break it down. So right now, Samuel's 11 years old. He's ministering to the Lord at such a young age under Eli. And right now, Samuel's trying to get some sleep, but he's in the temple of God, in the ark of God, which is kind of this relic that's within the temple, something sacred that they worshipped at the time. And Samuel hears a voice. It's someone saying, "Samuel." And Samuel got up immediately and went to Eli because he's the only one that's there. But right there, and he says, "I'm here because you called me." And Eli's like, "No, I didn't. I'm trying to get some sleep. Go lie down again. Try to get some sleep." And of course Samuel did. And then the Lord called again to Samuel, "Samuel, Samuel." And Samuel got up and said, "Eli, I'm here, and you called me." And then Eli's like, "No, I didn't. Go lie down again." And the Lord called Samuel a third time. And then Eli's like, "I didn't call you, my son." And I think it clicked in Eli's head that the Lord's calling the boy. And he says this great line. It says, "Samuel, when the Lord calls you again, when you hear the voice, say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" And Samuel's like, "Okay, I got it. I guess." And then it happens, and then the reading skipped the story, but right, the Lord showed Samuel a vision of what he was going to do to Israel, to Eli and his sons. And then when Samuel told Eli this, Eli said, "Let it be done, because the Lord knows what is right." So, in the responsorial psalm, there's one thing, and that's the responsorial where it says, "Here I am, Lord, I come to do your will." And in the gospel, we read that Jesus calls his first disciples, and that was John, and who else? Simon, and And I think, yeah, those two. And Andrew. Simon Peter, Andrew, and John, So he's calling his first disciples to follow him. So I really want to focus on the first reading. And when we read Samuel and we think about what's happening, there's something that Samuel has that a lot of us don't, and that's self-discipline. And at 11 years old, he's loyal, he's self-disciplined. And at 11 years old, I don't think no 11-year-old would get up in the middle of the night 3 times, right? I'm pretty sure he wants to go back to sleep. But Samuel was so motivated to spread the word of God, and he had a motivation, and he had self-discipline. And he was loyal to Eli. Like, no matter what, if Eli called him, he was there. So that's what he was doing. But it's crazy that 11-year-old kid got up 3 times and he heard his voice, right? I'm pretty sure if we were like that, we would go straight back to sleep. And that's what we get from Samuel, that he had self-discipline at 11 years old. And we need to be thankful. In Thanksgiving, we need to say thank you to the Lord that, thank you, Lord, that you're still trying to, let me back up a little bit. Samuel sets an example for us, and an example to live by. And that's to be self-disciplined in our faith. And my dad used to say that self-discipline equals consistency. And I think Samuel didn't know that, but he has self-discipline. And that's what he's having. He has it. And that's something a lot of us lack right now in this year, in this life. We lack self-discipline, and when we lack self-discipline, we lack consistency. And we can see that through our prayer life, right? That sometimes we don't discipline ourselves. We say, okay, I'm going to pray every single day of the week. And when we slip up, we're not self-disciplining ourselves, right? So, but the Lord is great and the Lord is good. And we need to thank him for that, because we need to thank him for still trying to talk to us, still trying to chase after us, still trying to pursue us, even at the times that we don't listen. That's how great our God is, where even though we hurt him, we make him sad, we make him angry, he still loves us unconditionally, and he still wants us to be the best version of ourselves. So we need to pray that that he continues to call us still, and he gives us the strength to us to listen to him. And I think a lot of us know that we know right from wrong, and we know it's hard to know that what God's plan is. But I think if we keep saying this phrase to ourselves is, speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. I think we need to take a moment and realize that the Lord is speaking to us, and we need to let him speak. And it's crazy because Samuel at the time said, when he said that, he said, speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. There's like a hidden meaning. He's saying, Lord, I am here to do your will no matter what. Even at the age of 11, he's saying that. Saying, Lord, whatever you wish for me to do, I will do it, because I know everything you do and your power is right. And I wrote a few quotes, and I think they really kind of tie into it. It says, motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. I think Samuel really wanted to grow, and when he used self-discipline to do that. Also, another quote of self-discipline begins with the mastery of your thoughts. And if you don't control what you think, you can't control what you do. And I think Samuel really sets the example of what is self-discipline in our faith. And I think that is, Samuel says that self-discipline is understanding that, of course, life goes on, and life is unpredictable. But when you self-discipline your heart, your mind, and your soul, and you focus on one thing, and that's the Lord himself. And Samuel points to the cross. And I think Samuel says, if you so discipline yourself in your prayer life, you can really grow. And we see that at a young age. Samuel wants to grow. Samuel wants to be a prophet for the Lord. And self-discipline is where it's at. So I really want to focus on the first reading, because Samuel is such a young boy, and he sets an example for us. Even a lot of times, even older people have a hard time being self-disciplined. But if we start at the right time, it can grow a long way. And you guys have such a great chance, and you have the opportunity to. We all do, but if we self-discipline ourselves to have a great prayer life and a great faith, the Lord will call upon us. And when I say that, it's hard to say how He will, but He interacts with us differently, and He knows us inside and out. So you will know when the Lord is calling you, because your heart tells you. So that's all I have today. If you didn't listen to anything I said, that's okay, but because it is a long video. But just know that Samuel, when the Lord calls upon Samuel, he is self-disciplined, and he says, Lord, I am here, for your servant is listening. He's saying that, Lord, I'm here to do your will no matter what it is. And I think that's an example we need to live by, that when the Lord calls upon us, whenever we go to church or we go to youth group, saying, Lord, I am here to do your will, and whatever is being said at Mass and at church or at events or even at youth group, that I am listening. And I hope that what I take, I can use it for your will. And when someone else needs help, I will lead them in the right direction and show them that you are the way. So, and that's all I have. And I just hope I'll see you guys next week. So yeah.